It still sounds kind of happy, which his story turns out to be pretty happy. So this might work perfectly, honestly. I wanted to give you some tips and tricks on how to pick the best song for your videos. The two first steps are 1, open MusicBed. 2, figure out what kind of video you're making. In your project file, make sure you edit and listen very carefully to the pace at which your interview is going or the pace at which your cuts need to be, and then try and figure out what style fits with it. So with this one right here, his first line is, "I was facing death when I finally surrendered." So obviously it needs to be a little deeper, a little darker, a little more cinematic. So in MusicBed, that's exactly what I'm gonna search for. Cinematic, mood, contemplative, maybe tense, and listen here and see what I find. Something I like to do is go through and watch the waveform. Look at it and see exactly what the song is going to do. Some will start out real soft, peak, and then stay that high the entire time and end very abruptly. Some will like not change at all. Some will like move up and down but really stay the same. And some change constantly. They'll have peaks and valleys, and they'll have like one section that's very fast and another section that's a little slower. So you need to figure out what exactly is gonna fit. Like when I first look at this waveform, I see that the vast majority of it is low. And it peaks a little here, dies back down, and then jumps right back up. And then ends really soft. So this is very similar to what I'm gonna want. And of course you can see all the waveforms on the side before you click them. Like I know this one right here is probably not gonna change a whole lot, so I probably don't wanna use it. This right here is real weird because it spikes and then slows down and then kind of stays like that the whole time. So I might not wanna use that either, just for the way his story is. So I'll go back and I'll listen. Then I'll skip just a little bit before that first jump. You hear the strings start coming in. Oh. And so all that big part, that's all the strings coming in. It still sounds kind of happy, which his story turns out to be pretty happy. So this might work perfectly, honestly. Now it's really fast. Talking about something very intense. Then let's listen to it drop out. Then it's gonna build really quick. This song's beautiful. So what I'll do is I'll hit download, get the nice one. And then what I like to do is open Finder, Command N so you can open another one, go to downloads, and then put it in the project file you're working with. That way you don't lose it. And if someone else needs to work on the project, all you have to do is move the project to them and they'll already have the song. Go to Premiere, Finder, drop this guy in here, let go. And the first thing you notice is just how short it is in comparison to his 10-minute long interview. But it could work perfectly. There are two ways to go about it. You could add another song. When it changes, you could repeat the song, or you could kind of splice it a little bit. I call it Frankensteining a song. I don't know how many people actually do that, but I found a way to just cheat the system and try and make the song longer.
I was facing death when I finally surrendered and asked God to please.
And of course it's a little loud, so you use this white bar and turn it down.
He came in and he showed up. I took credit for everything that had happened, and I got honest with myself. And
that sounds much better.
A new light and a new.
Of course, you can mute it and see what it's like.
Walking out of that detox facility that
Turn
I was
it back
in
on.
last, and I was on the phone.
And then I'll go to the build right here.
The church eventually got me on the. At first, I thought everything was great. You know, there was a new.
And it fits perfect with
Found life,
what he's saying too.
Started to build somewhat integrity again, and gain. You know, I could see gain in my life again and see things come.
So what I'm going to do is cut it right here, move this out of the way, and then that way we have two. Drop it under it. Make this bigger so it's easier to see, and then I'm going to line up peaks. So I'll find one here, that right there, and I'll put this peak right there, and then fade this out and see what that sounds like.
Almost 3. Learning to die to self.
So we'll single both of these, turn it up really loud, see what it's like. And you can't even tell I cheated, which is exactly what you want. However, what I need to do is listen to his interview and figure out what kind of song needs to end the video.
But I replaced it with other things, idols, really just self. I was at youth, I was teaching all these classes and I was working, but the work was bad because of the coronavirus. And on a Wednesday night, and God saying, I've got you. You know, I've been working with these people.
This part starts to build a little bit happier, and then I think it ends happy too.
It takes me about 12, 13 minutes. And that's all. And I just started putting faith in him. Little did I know I was gradually dying to self. But this time, I went and got with Christina and put it on a shirt. We put the puzzle piece.
And so it ends with him talking about what he's doing now. So you'll go to music bed, contemplative, tense. So let's add, there's happy in here. Is it in mood? Where is it at? Yep, mood. Let's add happy. And they don't have anything. So we'll get rid of contemplative, tense, and we'll do cinematic, mood, happy, and see what this is like.
Coming, we'll keep running, nothing in.
That has words. We don't want that. So an instrumental, see what comes up now. That is way too fast. Let's find something else. This is much better. That might just be perfect. One way I like to do this is play it from here. Back it up, turn it down just a little bit, play it from here, and go to Premiere and listen.
And I feel like I'm doing everything he wants me to do.
Perfect. Download. Premiere, and we'll do the exact same thing where we go here, open another Finder window, downloads, drag, drop. Drop this in Premiere, then move it over. and you want to kind of let the end of one song start the beginning of the other one. So you kind of want to overlap them just a little bit.
With other things, idols, really just selfish desire. Was bad because of the coronavirus, and I was teaching all these classes, and people were like, you need to get another job. And I was like, where do I find the time? You know, at this point, God wakes me up every morning between 4 and 5, and I spend the first 4 hours in the morning with him. And I'm like,
It actually ends right when our video does. So let's see what that looks like.
Ideas, and now I've created this huge clothing apparel.
And it's way too loud. Of course, you can see where it spikes here, here, and here. So what you'll do is you can press P, zoom in, and then just turn it down. You make these points and then turn it down on all those. See if that turned it down enough or too much or what.
She was proud of me. My mother would chime in and help. It was like God timing each time. Jay, you know, a good friend of mine, Jason. You know, I've been working with these people, and they've been watching me grow, and they would just come at the right time.
That looks perfect to me. What you want is your music to hit around somewhere between -18 and -30. Let's see what this hits. Let's hit -30. You can check by just singling out the song itself and then playing it. And you want your interview to hit around -6 to -12 or so.
Purchasing my firm was going to be having me working.
That's what it is doing.
In Port St. Joe, you know, where my kids go to school. And, you know,
when you put them together, it keeps it from. When you put it together, it keeps it one from overpowering the other one, because you want to make sure you hear everything they're saying, but you want to make sure that you still have like the emotion and the feeling of the music as well. So we'll go through and finish moving all of these points. And you just do it right there with the waveform itself. And kind of match, try and put it next to where the other one is in line or so.
The opportunities started growing. You know, it was just something he put in my imagination. But this time,
where's that hitting? Right there at -24.
Got with Christina and put it on the shirt. We put the puzzle.
So that right there is absolutely perfect. That's how I would do like a standard talking head interview, testimonial, documentary style video. Next, let's do a different type. This right here is very similar. It's documentary styled.
University, and went there my freshman year. Ended up just not liking it. Didn't feel like I was like growing as a player.
Which it's very different. It already has the B-roll in it. It has special effects, but we need something that's the same way, where it kind of starts a little more dramatic and ends very happy. So I really like contemplative, intense, but what we'll do instead, we'll go to playlists and see if we can find something in here. Go to vibes, uplifting cinematic, perfect. Let's see what's in here. And then we'll just click through and listen to some music. this song is really good. I don't know if it'll work, so what we'll do is we'll back it up and we'll try it.
So I looked to transfer, and I ended up transferring to Florida State. And then when I got there, I had a bunch of injuries happen. I hurt my ankle pretty bad and had to have surgery, so I was out that year too. Then the next year,
I really like it. I think it's cool. Let's hear the ending of it though. I really like it. I think it's pretty good, but let's make sure we listen to the end of the song. It has like a ambient like fade out kind of in a way, which I think will work perfectly with what she says at the end.
my sister lives in Oxford, and I go to her gym when I'm there. So it's just cool to be able to see different places through CrossFit. And my sister lives in Oxford, and I go to her gym when I'm there. So it's just cool to be able to.
I think it might work perfectly. We'll download it. Another way to keep track of your songs is what I like to do, just so I know where they all are and I can clean up my downloads sometimes, is you double click it, open it in iTunes, and then just drop it in your project file. Of course, you have to pause it in iTunes so it doesn't bother you. This is very long. So what you'll do is we can cut it up here or end it here, or what I might do, since the beginning was very similar, I'll just back this up, trim it, move it to about right here, maybe closer to like right here. And then we can trim the end, right click, apply default transition, and then just let this fade out. Move this so it can stay on black for a while. Go here, and then I want to fade this in, about right here probably. Turn this down. She starts talking right here. Turn it down here, put this about right here, and then fade it in right there.
I got recruited to play college soccer at East Carolina University.
Looks perfect to me. I think it's great. The last thing I'll show you about MusicBed is you can create projects to keep everything more organized. So let's say you love this song here and you might want to use it later. You hit these little more options, 3 dots, hit add to project, and then you can select a project you already have, which I like it for cinematic projects. You'll click that or type in a new one or add a new or whatever. If you like something specific, you can add notes to it, then hit save. And then click your account at the top right, hit my projects, and then here you go. And I have like high upbeat type stuff here and cinematic stuff, and you can just create projects for all the different types of videos you do. You don't have to do like, let's say you're working on one for a bank or for yourself or whatever. You don't have to make and name it just that exact project so you can keep track of it. I would do different project types so that you can go back and be like, okay, I'm making a video for a happy video, so let me go to my happy songs and scroll through it and find it. That's what I do personally. It makes my life a whole lot easier. I'm going to get back to editing. So if you like this video, press that little like button right there. If you hated the video, hit the subscribe button, please. If you will never watch any video of mine ever again, make sure you comment below and tell me, because it helps me out. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you in the next video. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. Everything we do is funded by people just like you. We work off sponsorships so that we can provide free media and free media training to nonprofits in need to help save them thousands and potentially hundreds of thousands of dollars every single year. If you'd like to join, click the link below and be a part of telling these nonprofit stories.